Here we go with action from 27 of this season's third round ties. Arsenal Cup winner Lee Dixon is alongside Steve Claridge, fresh from playing in the Millwall side at Cambridge, and with Mark Lawrenson there are over 80 goals and several contentious incidents for them to review. First call to Shropshire to see 3rd Division Shrewsbury Town take on Premier League Everton. Barry Davis was in the Gay Meadow commentary box.
And it's cold and it's green out there, there's no water. So it's not a bad day for FA Cup third round. Giant killing act. Let's hope so.
and quietly flows the River Severn, untravelled in the end by the week's rain. But that has left the pitch at the adjacent Gay Meadow one to test the mighty and give hope to the minnow. Shrewsbury in the latter role are not lacking in experience. Mark Atkins has won a Premiership medal and once cost £1 million. Ian Wone and Nigel Jemson have both played in Wembley finals. And there are youngsters too, like 13-goal Luke Rogers and Jamie Tolley, whose names might be better known tomorrow, if by chance the newest name for the country to savour begins his FA Cup career on a losing side. Not if Wayne Rooney and his seniors have their way. It's an Everton side which shows 5 changes from the drawn match with Manchester City. Peter Clark makes his first start of the season. Yobo and Campbell were ruled unfit. Bristolian Steve Dunn is the man in charge. It's a lovely sunny afternoon with that special atmosphere around the ground which goes with the third round of the FA Cup. First clearance for Everton, first chase for Rooney. Alex Smith, who started his career as a junior at Everton, got hold of the ball first time for Shrewsbury. For the managers, a reverse sort of roles. The visitor, David Moyes, once a Shrewsbury player, now reviving memories at Everton of the days when Kevin Ratcliffe, the Shrewsbury manager now, was the Blues' most successful captain. Should be defenders, and is, and nicely played, spread out by Wone. Plenty of room for Alex Smith to move into. He's on loan from Reading. He's given permission to play, might have made better use of that. Gemmell, who came across. Here's Wone. Again, nice weight. Jemson! Well, he got hold of it, but didn't get the accuracy. The man who scored a winning goal in the League Cup final. Nice way to ball, nice nod on, very clean strike, but wide. Rooney, that's a nice little header to Radzinski. Rooney to his left, Radzinski with a shot. First telling touch from the youngster, and Radzinski will be a bit disappointed he didn't get it on target. He was given too much room for the shot. Message there for the Shrewsbury defence. Took part in the warm-up. Not too many Premiership managers do that these days. Tolley, low. Moss, well, the best of challenges by Gemmell. Wone will claim it and hope to use it. It's Moss. Wone, got a little flick, and that's a brilliant save by Wright. Deserves the tap on the shoulder. Very, very good free kick. And the flick by Jemson, turned away by Wright. Would have been a fine goal. Instead, was a brilliant save. Wilding looking to try and find some room in the middle. Tolley. It's Rooney who cleared. And it's one-on-one here. Moss plays it nicely to the goalkeeper, who's a little lucky to get it over the head of Radzinski. And the hometown manager down in the dugout. Gemmell. Good running by Radzinski. Real chance. Good save. He was drawn wide of his near post. Was Ian Dunbabin. He did a good job. David Weir, Everton encampment for the first time in the Shrewsbury half. Gravison. Won't. Caught napping by Gemmell. Radzinski. Back from Rooney. Just away. Still Radzinski. And blocked on the line, or at least short of the post. And a bit wild on the follow-up by Carsley. Two near things for Everton. Goalkeeper did well initially. It was Wilding who got it away, and then Carsley trying to curl for the top corner. Didn't get it quite as he would have wished. And a better chance for Radzinski. Neat move down the right, and the shot across the goalkeeper made a really good stop. Unsworth picked up by Lowe. Ran a bit for him. Jemson, this is a real chance for Rodgers. And again, right to the rescue. The angle was in the end a little bit tight, but off right and onto the woodwork. Right to meet him, held his ground well, got a good block. Arthur has joined Jemson in the 6-yard area. Wilding around the penalty spot. He and Arthur underneath it. Stubbs comes out with it and just hoofs it anywhere. And another chance for Shrewsbury that wasn't made to count. Good goalkeeping, a part of it, without doubt. And he came off the outside of the post. Rodgers. Tolley inside. Rodgers. Outside the box it was, but it was a trip, and it's going to be the first card. Grevison the Dane. Yes, there's no doubt about it. Surely will be Wone. Could be Jemson the other way. But Wone came close last time with the header from Jemson. It's Jemson! Thoroughly deserved. On the balance of play, Shrewsbury Town deserved to be in front, and their captain is the scorer. Got it over the top and down. Goalkeeper tried to come across to do what his wall hadn't done, and got a forearm to it, but not in a manner to push the ball away. The third division side lead. Jemson. He's being allowed to use it, and he's used it well. Rodgers taking up all sorts of positions and so often being found, and still Rodgers. No, says the referee. Had a very good position, did Steve Dunn. And little or no complaint from the home team. And fell over the outstretched legs. A bit worse than it was. The England under-21 boss, David Platt, among the watchers. And among those impressed by Rodgers, I would think. A lot of time thinking about it, Dunbavin. Gemmell. That's well played. Alexanderson! It's one apiece. The substitute comes up with the equaliser. And he was very well set up. Gemmell, who's been playing really well in the second half, supplying the pass, and the Swede delivering the finish. Smith caught out by the quality of the pass and the finish across the face of goal. And Evertonians feeling a little better now. And a few words from the manager to Chinese international. Elated. Useful head by Carsley. Back quickly by Lowe. Won by Tolley! Good piece of play by Jamie Tolley. Richard Wright secure again. There'll be another lifting point for Shrewsbury. Alexanderson. Radzinski. Plenty there. Pass disappointingly short. Alexanderson off the head of Lowe. Naismith. And they're all waiting. The flag stays down and Alexanderson skims the far post. Shrewsbury defence can't really believe that there was no flag. But I suspect that the assistant referee was absolutely right. Alexanderson. And Radzinski runs on, he's got two to pull it back to, and it's Elated whose first touch is not what was required. As for the Chinese, fell in the wrong place, and it looked to be set up for him. And he rather stabbed at it with the left and got it more on heel than anything else. Here's the new man with fresh legs. Oh, he just couldn't get round it enough. Lowe's head, wrong side of the post from his viewpoint. Good ball in. And we're behind Richard Wright's goal, trying to suck it in if they can. They've certainly seen a lot of the action. Moss. Atkins. Good strong chest. Jilka, and a good return ball to him. And Unsworth, a little bit too aggressive for Mr. Dunn's liking. 2 minutes of the 90 remaining. Ian Wone across to take. Atkins joining the ranks forward. Wilding is there as well. And it's got in! And it's Jemson again! Jemson on the near post! His second goal! Shrewsbury now surely have done it! There seemed so many there to make the cover, but Jemson found the way through. Wone's free kick. And Jemson, ahead of Carsley, makes it 2-1 to Shrewsbury Town. What a story at Gay Meadow. And the final whistle is blown. What a day for Kevin Ratcliffe, getting victory against his old team. Nigel Jemson scoring both the goals, a player who has flitted around the scene, often brightening places, but perhaps never quite justifying the talent that he had. But this has been his day. He scored both the goals. He's been so well supported by Luke, Rogers and company. And it's a wonderful day for the supporters of Shrewsbury Town, who've come to Gay Meadow and seen one of the upsets in the FA Cup. They've had some before, but I doubt any bigger than this one. Finally beaten Everton at the third time of trying in an FA Cup tie by 2 goals to 1, both of them by Nigel Jemson.
I don't think I've been involved in such a game really, where it was chances. There was everything about a cup tie you'd ask for, and To be fair, it wasn't luck either. I mean, we've done it on merit today, and it was quite enjoyable, believe me.
The first half, we played some good stuff. It's not easy on that pitch, and we went in there 1-0 up, and we knew they were going to throw everything at us the second half, which they did. Put us under a bit of pressure. But the good thing about it is when they equalised, we didn't get our heads down. We still kept battling, and I think on reflection, we deserved the result.
It's a terrible pitch. It's just, I shouldn't be saying that, right? It's terrible. And obviously, like a Premiership side come here, they don't want to be playing on our muddy pitches. They used to be playing on top grounds, and it's just a freezing cold day. They weren't up for it. And obviously, we was at our best, and we're just fortunate enough to get a result.
When we got to 1-1, we should have won the game. I thought we had enough opportunities with the quality of players we've got to finish those chances off. It wasn't to be. And we give away a daft free kick in the last couple of minutes, which allowed them to get a goal. So, no credit to Shrewsbury for getting that.
I think I'm the only one at the football club that wanted us to win. I think they wanted a draw, go back to Goodison. But I wanted to win. I've been a winner all my life, so why not?
Well done, Kevin Ratcliffe. Well done, Shrewsbury. Lee, you watched the game throughout this afternoon. Any complaints from Everton?
No, not at all. I mean, they had a few chances, Everton, but I thought Shrewsbury went about the game in a perfect way for a cup tie. They set about Everton from early doors and really went at them, and they created some great chances and 2 early chances in the first half. And I thought it was from a cup tie point of view, it was a superb goal. It was a great save there. It's the first early chance. They're a bit deep, Everton here, but fantastic save.
It's a fantastic save, isn't it?
Jemson again, and then the second chance.
Luke Rodgers impressed you right from the start,
yeah,
didn't he?
again, and another fantastic save from Whitey. He pushed it onto the post.
So they picked up a lot of second ball, didn't they?
They did.
Anything that dropped, they looked like they were first to it.
And so Kevin Ratcliffe said it wasn't luck. They played very, very well.
Now, Nigel Jemson, he scores goals wherever he's played. He's scored goals in the Cup so far this season. He is the hero of the day from a Shrewsbury point of view.
Well, I'll have Beckham on this free kick. The free kick was won on the edge of the box by Luke Rodgers. 4 around the ball, and have that top corner. I'm not so sure about the wall on this view here. It maybe could be a bit further over. And Richard does get his hand to it, but I think he's scared of smashing his face on the post there. And here his header, near post. But here, if you look at his movement here, he takes 1 step in. Unsworth just thinks he's going near post, and then he just steps back, gives himself a bit of space, and a perfect near post header. Fantastic.
Now, it's a great victory for Shrewsbury, but individually, players put themselves in the shop window. And Luke Rodgers, you did spot him sort of 10 minutes, 15 minutes of the game. You were saying, look at this lad.
Well, I think Jemson takes the man of the match, but I think this lad was very close to pipping him for that. He was all over the place. He basically picked the ball up and ran at Everton. You see him here, gets the ball, runs at defenders with pace. And on a pitch like that, and this was early doors, he set his stall out. And again, gets the ball wide on the right and runs at the defenders, committing them. And again, wins a foul on the edge of the box where the goal came from. Picks the ball on the left this time. And if this isn't a penalty, I don't know what is. Cuts inside, that's a penalty. He's very unlucky to get. Look.
I think we're all agreed that's the penalty, isn't it, Mark?
Everton can have no complaints, can they? Absolutely none. It was a classic. Scored the 2 goals from the set pieces. I did think, however, when it was 1-1, Alexanderson had a really good chance. And as a manager of the Premier League team, you think, score there, and you get through. I never for a moment thought that Shrewsbury would win it, but they've won it totally on merit.
In the all-time record of shocks, where does it stand?
Better than Wrexham versus Arsenal, I reckon.
Yeah, it's better.
But a certain member of the trio here was playing, I think.
Adjudicate, Steve. Where does it come? In all the FA Cup shocks down the years, that is high up.
I think we'd all agree around this table that Everton are not one of the sides that you would expect a cup shock to be against.
No.
I mean, you'd expect them to go there, the run they're on, the players they've got as well, and do the job. And I think there's a little bit of an indictment against them, what Rodgers said after the game. They weren't up for it. I don't think they'll be too happy with that. He's upset the groundsman by saying the pitch isn't very good. So it's a good job he pulled the interview before he said too much else. But in a way, I mean, I don't know what Lee thinks, but if that's the way that he felt about the game, then, Everton obviously could have done better.
Well, well done Shrewsbury Town, well done Kevin Ratcliffe. Fantastic day for everyone at the club.
Chelsea. And Shrewsbury are now fearless after their dramatic win against Everton at the weekend.
Whatever we do now is a big bonus. To beat Everton on Saturday is a bonus, so we're taking everything as just extra, really. You know, the club, the directors, they're doing the same. The players will be as well. You know, they've done extremely well to get where they are.
It'll be a treat for the fans, used to the unglamorous life in the lower leagues.
And a shock defeat for Phil Taylor in the World Darts final. We'll be hearing from Phil himself in a few minutes, but first it's football and Shrewsbury Town's dramatic passage to an FA Cup fourth round tie with Premiership Chelsea. Shrewsbury's slaying of Premiership giants Everton began 7 minutes before the interval. Nigel Jemson's free kick sending Gay Meadow into delirium. A Nicholas Alexanderson equaliser brought a temporary hush to Gay Meadow. But a minute before the end, Jemson again popped up to put Shrewsbury into round 4. Gay Meadow was very much under the spotlight at 1 o'clock this afternoon then when anyone who's anyone assembled for the draw, with superstition dictating that the manager lock himself away in private for that big moment.
Number 8.
Come on, anyone.
4 will play Chelsea.
End of a Premiership side, Man U, Chelsea, Arsenal, and we're lucky enough to get one of the top ones.
Full of confidence?
Yeah, just have to beat them again, haven't we?
Kev, quick reaction, your thoughts?
Well, it's a good draw again, isn't it? We've got them at home, and what can you expect? I mean, it's a little bit muddy again, but it's a good draw for us.
No, absolutely delighted. It's a wonderful draw. Just keeps the town buzzing, doesn't it? I mean, Chelsea, I don't think will be looking forward to coming and playing at the Gay Meadow after Everton. So we're absolutely delighted. Really looking forward to it. Pleased for the town.
The manager, chairman and players happy then, but what about Shrewsbury's long-suffering fans? We sent Darren Little to gauge the reaction to the draw.
Well, as you can see, the good people of Shrewsbury, a quiet, reserved bunch, are just a little bit pleased with the result of the fourth round draw of the FA Cup. Chelsea playing here at Gay Meadow. Ron, you are the club mascot.
Fantastic.
What do you reckon? Can you beat them?
Yes, definitely, in a word, yes. I don't think we want to be too cocky about it, but on our day, if we play like we did on Saturday, definitely.
Lenny the Lion isn't the only one with cup fever. Elsewhere in Shrewsbury, everyone's convinced Chelsea are about to be humbled.
I reckon we've got a good chance again. I think we'll beat them.
Pure and simple, we could hammer them all over the place.
Well, since they've done quite well on Saturday, I mean, you can't doubt them, can you?
If they can beat Everton, they can beat Chelsea. And I hope they do.
Percy Tarbuck from Church Stretton has waited a long time for this. He's been watching Shrewsbury Town for 72 years, and he's certain they're not finished yet. So is it Shrewsbury for the cup now?
If only. If only. But I think if we get a good run, it does help to boost the players. I mean, we've beaten a team now which really is right up there. It just goes to show that there's nothing impossible.
So call it what you will, romance, cup fever, insanity. Shrewsbury has got it. Heaven knows how they'll be if the team does pull off yet another upset in a few weeks' time.
Hope he's not marking Zola. Shrewsbury Town weren't the only team to cause a shock in.
Well, 1,000 to 1. That's the odds on Shrewsbury winning the FA Cup now. I'll be popping to put my fiver on them straight after the programme. But first, let's go live to Rob Curling. He's in Shrewsbury.
Thank you very much indeed, Dan. Yes, I'm at the Crown Inn in Abbey Foregate, just a Shrews short march from the football ground itself. As you may be able to see from the optics up there, the spirits are high. The local paper, the Shropshire Star, has devoted a full 9 pages to Saturday's victory. If they win against Chelsea in the next round, I think it might well be all 44. We'll be hearing from some of the elated regulars here in just a moment. But first, Nick Crawford reports on the reaction to the fourth round draw from an elated Gay Meadow itself.
Number 8, Shrewsbury Town.
4 will play Chelsea.
The reaction of Shrewsbury's Cup heroes to their fourth round pairing with Premiership aristocrats Chelsea said it all. It couldn't have been much better if the Shrews had been allowed to draw the balls out themselves.
It's just a dream come true. Like, no one expected us to get this far, so anything after, I wouldn't be bothered if we got Farnborough in the draw, but I'm just pleased to be into the fourth round, to be honest.
Gives us a chance.
that is the main thing. Gives you a slight chance. How much of a chance is to be seen, but you'd like to think if you've got a chance of progressing against a Premier League club, there's no better place than trying to beat them at home.
Jemson.
It was all made possible thanks to the shock of the third round. Nigel Jemson's Beckham-like free kick set them on the way. Everton pulled level thanks to Swedish international Nicklas Alexandersson, but just when a replay looked likely, Jemson popped up to flick in a header at the near post and send Shrewsbury into dreamland.
And it's Jemson again! Jemson on the near post!
Well, a terrific day for Shrews fans. Stuart, you were there. Good day?
Yeah, really good day. Really enjoyed it. It was better than we could have ever expected.
It certainly was. Now you've got Chelsea, which is a dream come true, isn't it?
Well, it's a brilliant draw. We couldn't have asked for more, really, to be honest. It's a brilliant draw, and that's all I can say, really.
You were sitting in your van, listening to the radio at lunchtime. What were your thoughts as you heard the draw being read out?
Well, when the draw was being read out, Rochdale came out. I was listening to it. Rochdale came out, and I thought, yeah, here we go. All the big teams haven't come out yet, and then we're drawn at home, and Chelsea at home. Couldn't ask for more.
Terrific. Well done, Stuart. Dave, what do you think? Chelsea stand a chance. You played them twice in the cup before.
We played them before, but this will be the top one. They won't fancy coming here with all their superstars. They won't love the ground. And they might bottle it, just like Everton did.
Leanne, are you going to be there for the big game?
Yes, definitely I'm going to be there.
Yeah?
Yes, definitely, yeah.
Can they beat Chelsea, do you think?
Hopefully. We did it to Everton, so hopefully Chelsea.
Can do them, I think.
Yeah. And then who would you like after Chelsea? Would you like maybe a home tie at Old Trafford if they beat West Ham?
Why not? I'd prefer Arsenal, I reckon.
You'd be happy with that?
Yes.
Good stuff. OK, well done. Thanks very much, all of you. Big cheer, I think. Almost wish I hadn't said that. That's it from a very joyous Shrewsbury Town. Let's get some more of the FA Cup news now from you, Dan, back in the studio.
Well, I think you're going to be guaranteed a good celebration if the landlord is an 8-foot fluffy lion behind the bar. Anyway, of course, Shrewsbury